How many millennials are faking their wealth? According to CNBC, 41% of affluent millennials admit to funding their lifestyles with credit cards or loans. I know you go on Instagram and click on the stories of the people you know, and they're always traveling or doing something exciting, and you're just sitting at home feeling broke. No wonder 34% of affluent millennials lie or exaggerate their income, savings, or spending to maintain the image of success.
So I often get the urge to just put things on credit because I see my friends living large and, honestly, I want to be like them. But whenever I get that urge, I just think of where we are as a nation.
Ray Dalio shared a 6-step cycle in an empire, and we're on stage 5, the one before stage 6, which is civil war and revolution. Now, asking Gemini about the symptoms of stage 5, it highlighted declining innovation and competitiveness, increasing wealth and income inequality, and excessive spending and borrowing.
I think that when you constantly see someone post about their vacations, their activities, or their shopping, then that's a very clear indication of fake wealth. Heck, that could very well be you because it just kind of happens unconsciously. So I know a girl who is a water treatment engineer and her salary is public. You could take a look at the ranges on the internet, and giving her the upper range, which is 100K, I am being generous here, and I know that that is her only income source.
But she's traveling to different states and countries, going to different events almost every weekend.
And that's fine until it's not fine. If you're a millennial, you might remember the good old YOLO moment. You only live once moment, which is basically go take that vacation, go buy that Gucci bag. You're only going to live once. And I remember back in college, I would see my friends take student loan money and go to college ski trips. And that really boggled my mind, and I think that those habits really just kind of stuck around. Instead, what we have is now we might have a steady income with our job, with our salary, and retirement is so far away that we're not even thinking about it. And those are the ones that I see as faking wealth. And I feel like most of the time it's pretty much unconscious.
So that's how I felt when I lived in Virginia. A lot of my friends there enjoyed going to restaurants, flying to different states every weekend for events. And when you're looking on social media, it's a constant fight of comparing yourself against your peers. At least for me, it was.
I think deleting Instagram and Facebook helps a lot because you won't be pulled into spending unconsciously. A friend of mine, actually, he works at Spotify and he's banking in like 200K, and he's very much a minimalist. He calls himself a hobo. He doesn't have much in his home. No furniture, he has no shoes, he wears sandals everywhere, and all he does is he just works out, eat, and sleep. And that's pretty much what I do nowadays as well. I go to the dojo, I also work out, and I eat, and I sleep, and I go to church. That's basically my life. It's pretty boring. So the great thing about our lives is that my friend and I both own no car. So the money that would go to insurance or gas is actually rerouted to our investments. And those are assets that we can use for retirement. So that's the great thing about this lifestyle. The crappy thing about this lifestyle is that it is incredibly boring, which makes it pretty tough for single people like him and I because dating is basically non-existent.
CNBC found that ultra-wealthy individuals won't show you their wealth on Instagram or show you their designer labels and Gucci belts. Instead, they're often enthusiastically frugal.
So when it comes to fake wealth versus real wealth, both are lifestyle choices and neither are right or wrong. But they are choices, and choices have consequences. And the choices you make now are especially important considering where we are as a nation.
Wealth is made through assets, and stocks, real estate, crypto are only going to get more expensive.
So assets are really the big differentiator between fake wealth versus real wealth. And I think that those that are really wealthy are living really frugally, that they are out there clipping coupons and taking the savings from the discounts and the coupons that they clipped and putting that into investments, into assets.
Meanwhile, fake wealth are buying experiences and consumables. The Great Reset.
The final Great Reset.
Great Reset. Great Reset.
Is coming.
I also think that now is the most important time to really carefully pick out who you associate with, now more than ever. I think it is much better to pick people who are out there looking to upgrade their skills, like things in hunting, fighting, or self-preservation. These are just green flags that I look for now when I think about who I want to associate with. With the people who are waving red flags at me, they're the ones who are just out there flaunting on social media. You know, they're always posting on their trips, on their shopping, on their purchases. Those are the kind of people that I would like to stay away from. So if you feel less than your peers because you're not going on vacations or you're not buying Gucci bags, then I think that those flags can help you stay steady in the fact that what you see on social media is not the full story. If you really want to compare how you stack up against your other millennial peers, you might want to check out this video that I made here.